key then for us to think about is when we're telling our story, when we're sharing our story, we need to make sure it's an emotive story. An emotive story. Now, has anyone seen this film here? It's called Inside Out. Raise your hand for me if you have. Okay, I think quite a few people have. The general concept of the film is that human beings are meant to feel a range of emotions. We can't just feel joyful all the time. No, we need to feel worry sometimes. We need to feel disgust. We need to feel anger. And we need to feel sadness. And if your story is on one emotional plane all the way through, it's not going to be very engaging and it's not going to connect with people's feelings. When we're telling a story, of course, we don't want to plow every emotion into it, but there certainly are two which are extremely useful to get that emotional connection with the audience. Can you think, what two emotions would we want our audience to feel when we're telling a story? Nee, I'm going to go with you first.
Yeah, joy.
Joy. Yeah, we definitely want them to feel joy. And one of the ways we can get to joy is through laughter, right? A little bit of humor, a little bit of fun in a story really does make a difference. Now, perhaps some of you can go back to our webinar back in April, Finding the Funny, to think of some techniques here. What could we do to add a bit of joy, add a bit of humor into our story? Any ideas on that point? Kathy?
Audience participation.
Audience participation, yeah, you can get them physically involved, get them, like I remember in your presentation, I think, Kathy, what was it that you got us all to say? You got us all to laugh, you forced it upon us, right?
It was laughter therapy.
Laughter therapy, so that was brilliant. That brought a lot of joy. From a storytelling point of view, what could we do if we're telling our own story? Isabel, please.
Be animated. Use props.
Yeah, I don't know what that prop was, but yeah, you can use props.
It was my mouse.
You can be animated. Yeah, 100%. What else? What else could we do? What's going to make us a bit more endearing to the audience? Tess?
Well, just laugh at ourselves, show our accidents or our errors, and, you know, laugh at ourselves rather than at someone in the room, yeah?
Precisely. Yeah. So self-deprecating humor, sharing times where we fall flat on our face, where we got things wrong in a humorous light. It doesn't always have to be serious. You can make fun of yourself. You can show a bit of lightheartedness. And once you get the audience laughing, you get them caring about your topic, which is the key thing. So we definitely want joy in there. That's our first emotion. What about our second emotion? What's the other thing we want the audience to feel? Kit, I'm going to come to you.
Fear.
Fear, did you say?
Fear. Pain.
Yeah, fear. Yeah, 100%. We definitely want an element of fear in there. Sharing our own fears, I would say, right? And alongside that as well, we want essentially what we're looking for is empathy. Okay, we're looking to share empathy. And that encompasses fear, it encompasses worry, it encompasses concern, it encompasses you sharing and opening up a little bit. Now, how do you think we could, I mean, everybody tells you to do that, right? They tell you to open up to your audience, but what are the actual steps we could take to do that? Any ideas?
Let's maybe share some of our own personal fears.
Yeah, that's exactly it, Nee. When you begin to share what concerns you, what keeps you up at night, or what you went through, the struggle, the challenge you had to face, but more importantly, how you felt when you faced it. You need to share what you were thinking, okay? It's not enough to say, I faced this huge challenge. No, you need to tell us about the worries, the thoughts you had before facing that challenge, because that's where we really connect, right? We connect on the anxiousness, on the worries, because we all feel that at some point in our lives. And if you can bring that up in a really authentic, genuine way, that's really going to help you connect emotionally with your audience. So to summarize that, two emotions you definitely want to be in there is joy and empathy.